In this lesson, we will learn what are decision-making statements in Java. With that, we will also see the types and examples. Let us start. In Java, decision-making statements are used to control the flow of execution based on conditions. The statements include if, else, if, switch, and others. These allow programs to choose different paths depending on whether conditions evaluate to true or false. So here are the decision-making statements in Java. If statement, if-else-if-else, nested ifs, switch, and nested switch. Let us understand them one by one. The first one is the if statement in Java. It executes if the condition is true. It is also used in C, C++, Java, Python, and other programming languages. Here is the syntax. First you need to mention the keyword if. After that, the condition comes. The statements under the if condition will get executed only if the condition is true. Now let us see an example to implement the if statement in Java. Let us see an example to execute the if statement in Java. Here is the if statement. Okay. First we have the class declaration. Here our class begins. Then the main function where the actual execution begins. Here we have an integer variable I which is equal to 10. Then we are printing it. Now here is our if statement. If I is greater than 5, if this condition will be true, the following statement will get executed. I is equal to 10. If 10 is greater than 5, yes, 10 is greater than 5. So this condition will be true and we will get the output, the value is more than 5. Let us run it. Here is the output. Okay. We have printed the value of I. Then we have printed this. The value is more than 5 because the condition is true. So in this way we can work with the if statement. The next is if-else statement. You can relate this with the if statement. The first statement executes if the condition is true and the second statement executes if the statement is false. Okay, now let us see an example to implement the if-else statement. The next statement is if-else statement. Okay, in this first the main will execute. Here the execution begins. We have the value of I as 10. We have printed the value of I. Then we are checking the conditions just like our previous example of if statement. Here if the condition was true, it will go inside this, else it will print the following. The value is less than 5. Now let us change it to 2. If 2 is greater than 5, no, so this won't get executed. Else means I is less than 5. Is I less than 5? Yes. So this statement will get executed. Okay. Now let us run it and we will get first the variable value, then the value is less than 5. Okay, that is the else statement. So in this way we can work with the if-else statement in Java. Now let us see the if-else-if statement. So what will you do if you have multiple conditions? For that we have the else-if statement. So one by one the statements will get checked, and if the condition is true, that particular statement will get executed. You can also see the syntax. Here multiple conditions are visible. Okay, the particular statement will get executed if that particular condition is true. If none of the conditions are true, it will go to else and print the statement in the else block. Now let us see an example of the if-else-if-else statement in Java. Here the program execution begins and we have a marks variable with the value 73, let's say. Then the marks are evaluated one by one since we wanted to add multiple conditions. The next example is if-else-if-else. We added else statement. So now we have this else-if statement. Okay, first the marks will be checked. If marks is greater than equal to 90, it will print grade A. If it is greater than equal to 75 and less than 90, it will be grade B. If the marks are greater than equal to 65 and less than 75, grade C will get printed. Else if marks are greater than equal to 50 and less than 65, grade D will get printed. Okay. If nothing works, then it will go to else and print fail. Okay, that is less than 50. So I'll just run it. What will be the output? Marks is 73. So marks will be inside this. That is greater than or equal to 65 and less than 75. That means the output will be grade C. So we worked on multiple conditions using the else if statement. The next one is nested if statement. You can easily relate it with the if statement. A nested if statement in Java means placing one if or if-else statement inside another. It allows you to check multiple conditions in a hierarchical way, where the second condition is only evaluated if the first one is true. You can also relate this with the syntax. If the first condition is true, it will go inside the block where it will find the next if statement. And if that statement is also true, the nested statement will get executed. Now let us see an example to understand the nested if statement. Now we have the nested ifs in Java. You can easily relate it with the if statement. Here the main execution begins. Here I is equal to 10. First the condition will be checked. Is I greater than 5? Yes, so it will go inside this block. Now it will check if I is equal to 8. Okay, no, I is 10, it is not equal to 8. So this won't get printed. It will go to else if. Is I mod 2 is equal to 0? Yes, I was 10. 10 mod 2 is equal to 0 because there is no remainder when we divide 10 by 2. So it will get printed here. So the following will get printed, that is the value is divisible by 2 will get printed. It won't go to else because since this condition got satisfied, it won't go to else. Your output will be the value is divisible by 2. Here it is, the value is divisible by 2. So in this way we can work with the nested if statements in Java. Now we have the switch statement in Java. If we want to compare an expression with a list of values, we use the switch statement. Here the list of values is called a case. We also use a break statement in switch to terminate a statement sequence. We have a separate lesson for break statement also later on. So let's say none of the values match the expression. Then we also have a default block which will get executed. Also remember, the default statement is optional. Consider switch statement as a multi-way decision making construct that lets you execute one block of code out of many based on the value of an expression. Here is the syntax. As I said before, it will have multiple cases. First the expression will be considered under switch, then the cases will be evaluated, and one by one every case will get checked. We also have a break statement to terminate a statement sequence. Here default is also visible. Okay, if none of the value matches with the expression, the default statement executes. You need to also remember that the default statement is optional. Now let us see an example to implement the switch statement in Java. The next example, switch statement in Java. So here we have a variable day and we have initialized it with 5. Then the switch statement executes. We are printing the day name based on the number. 5 is passed here and cases are checked. Since the 5th is the following, it will print Friday. Let us run. Here it is, Friday got printed. If none of the cases satisfied, it would have gone here invalid day. Obviously, if I added 8, there is no day with the day number as 8. Okay, because there are 7 days in a week. So invalid day would have got printed. So in this way we can work with the switch statement in Java. Let us now see what is the nested switch statement. You can relate it with the nested comment thread. Okay, consider it as a switch statement inside another switch. So through this you can add multiple options to a case value. Like an example is given here. You have desktop, laptop. In that you can nest it. Like a laptop can be a business laptop, a gaming laptop, even a notebook. Okay, so you can easily relate this with a nested switch statement. Here is the syntax of a nested switch statement. You already know switch statement now. Here first we have the expression under switch. Then the cases are checked. Let's say there is a match, then the case will go inside it will find another switch, and then the expressions and cases, and then it will find another expression. After that, the nested cases will get executed one by one. It will get checked one by one. So in this way we can work with the nested switch statement. Let us now see an example. Now we have the nested switch in Java. You can relate it with the switch statement. Okay, so here we have two expressions. First we will check for the marks. Let's say marks is equal to 75. So it will go here, marks is 90. So this won't get printed. Case 75, since our marks is 75 and our expression was 75, it will go here. When it will go here, it will find another switch, and here the expression is now 85. So it will one by one check for 85. Case 80, this won't get printed. Case 85, so this will get printed. That is, the output will be grade A. Okay, so this is our nested switch. Okay, grade A got printed. Okay, so in this way we can work with the nested switch in Java. So guys, we saw what are decision making statements in Java. We saw some of the types, and we also ran examples. Thank you for watching.